Good morning. Today is the last day of February. It's the 28th, and we have Thursday. It's been an okay day. I'm more or less break even. We had some earnings today. I had down Box, JD, LB, and SQ. Um, so I didn't like much. I tried JD for a breakout here, but I didn't wait. It looked better on the 2 and 5 minutes for long above here. But I was a little early and I took it immediately off as the level this was the 28 level, and it traded around there for a bit. And as soon as the level dropped, I took it off and moved on. I saw this level, or like the 200 line fell into the 72 level, and out of the open it flushed. But my platform is not reacting out of the open. I don't know why and what it is doing, and I just can't trade the first 5 to 10 minutes. It's very strange. So I did. SQ had a massive run today so far, and it didn't look like it would, as it was chopping around out of the open and eventually broke out. I took it here for a short twice, but I knew I was wrong, and I did good in closing and taking the loss. So this one was a little too early. I saw the reject on took it short on the way on the break of this 98 level, but it got a bit bad fill. So, and also, what I wanted to mention, I had it for a long in here around around the 77 level, but there was no fill. I wasn't filled. I had a stop limit order at 77.01 with a 5 cent offset, but the first print was like at 10 cents, so there was no fill. It spiked up, and you can see it was a nice run. I mean, not that I would have not have taken any profits, but uh, there's just no fill. I mean, it's easy to trade in the simulator because you always get filled, but when you trade live, usually if it goes your way, you don't get filled. And that happened several times today, and it's kind of frustrating, when it is usually when it goes in your favor, you don't get filled, and if it goes against you, um, usually you get filled. So I did good in Netflix, at least on the first trade. I had 361 as a support level. I hesitated on my entry here. I had the next. I had 367.50s as a pivot, and we rejected 366.50. And this candle was too huge, and I just didn't trust it due to the distance from VWAP and it being the open. Well, it, I didn't expect it to make such a move, but would have been a very good risk reward. Bummer I missed it, but I did very good here on my entry. Um, Netflix tested this 70 cents down here, and the bid came to a stop, and like the offer moved around. We saw plenty of prints in between, but the bid just didn't move any higher. So once the bids started stepping up and the offer broke the 361 level, I jumped in with a small position and immediately took off into the 50 cents. And I wanted to take a profit at 362.50, but I was watching Tesla at the same time, and I jumped forth and back. And when I saw it on the ticker on the level two, we would be hitting like this 40s 50s area. I just jumped back in Netflix and accidentally hit the wrong button, and I added to the position and immediately took it off, and this kind of ate all my profits. So it was kind of painful. I wanted to try again. No, actually, I did try again. No, I haven't touched Netflix. I had for support this 360/50 level is a major pivot. We had the EMA 9 here and the pivot and tested this level like several times in the past days, uh, as you can see. So with this 359 to 360/50 level. So I watched it closely, but I didn't trade it. I don't know. It wasn't trading very well, and I was kind of busy with Tesla. Here I also did good on the first trade at least. I had support. I had 310 50s, and we didn't quite get there. But as when after this, I mean, I had watched this 312 50s just once, twice, and the third time when it broke, I watched closely, and so when we did below 311.50 and on the way back, I jumped in and I did good on my partial here. But it still was weak. I had really, I mean, it was like I took partial off for a quarter position and it just filled like very, very slowly, even though it was just a couple shares. And I knew, okay, it's gonna be probably make another leg down. And I did good taking off the trade. Um, Unfortunately, I kind of missed this double bottom, and I was very hesitant jumping in here on the crack of 311.50, that being my prior entry. And yeah, you see what kind of move I missed. I didn't expect it to go that far, but you're always smart in hindsight. So I saw it hesitate at 317 again, around this pivot here, and so I jumped in on this reject when we cracked below 317, but it was still very weak, and it was a bad call not to take it off. I mean, this was just stupid. I don't know why I keep doing this. uh, I mean, I could have gotten out like for 15 cents and I didn't. And I waited and then it was up so fast. I didn't like the price action here, even though 318 held like twice. I wasn't certain about it sticking. It was still very, very strong. Here I jumped in a little bit erratically on the crack of 318 and we immediately lifted, but I stuck with my position, and the 100-day line fell into 319.50. This actually was my original target for an entry, and also there's this the 200-day line is at 317.30 around here somewhere, but we we kind of ignored it. Um, However, I had placed an offer here, and we actually I wasn't filled again. Like in the simulator, I would have gotten the perfect fill, but here I there was no fill. I had my offer here just below 319.50. I think we even traded. What's the high? The high was at 319.50. Yeah, and I had an order like at 45, and as you can see, there's no I didn't get filled. So that was kind of yeah, frustrating, but yeah, that happens a lot. In hindsight, there's a nice engulfing pattern here for a short, and I just saw it later. And my average was, since I didn't get filled, my average was around 317.60 ish. So I took off half break even and scaled out, and yeah, I took my last profit too early. The bid stopped at the 20 cents. So or we tested below and it looked like it would bounce, so I took it off, and yeah, I missed another dollar, but that's okay. Green trade whatsoever, and yeah, I'm done for the day. Thank you very much.